Hola amigos! It hasn't been this clear, this beautiful, this warm in months. So I think today is a good day to show you around the city. If you're a first timer or if you haven't been here for a while, I'll take you around. That's great. I did a post recently that sparked some fire in people about the non-smoking places here in Banja Luka. What a topic, but I want to show you that right here in this corner, close to the Serbian embassy or consulate, there are two spots that have non-smoking upstairs. So I didn't know at the beginning, but then I came back to both places and realized that they have an upper floor. So they have a non-smoking area. One is there called Plazma and the other one is there Gotiva. Don't be shy and find it. Here's one more. It's called Pepe. There's people sitting outside. I want to film them. That place is so cute to work. You go with your computer, coffee, nice fruit as well. It's 3 p.m. right now. It's when most people are getting off work. So the city is a bit busy. And I'm gonna tell you something I see. There seems to be a lot of people from here who live abroad that are here for the week, I don't know. It's interesting to see the behavior and the interaction between the locals and those who live abroad, if you know what I mean. Over here tends to be a meeting point. Over here is Gospodska, the pedestrian street that goes towards Boska shopping center. And over here, it's also pedestrian. It's full of bars and restaurants. Nice walking area, and it's really nice for families. They come with their kids. And they sit here and have coffee and drinks while the kids are playing. Because it's pretty safe. There's no cars. It's such a lovely day today. That is Banski Dvor. The inside is beautiful. They do shows. And I'll leave the link below because everything it's in Cyrilic, so it's hard to understand what's actually playing. Let's go see. Some of these events, I would have to check if they're for free. This is nice because it's in both languages. It's a photo exhibition. Cool. What's here? Oh, okay, here you have the whole. One day we can do a tour inside. They have a nice garden here. It's a very notorious hotel, super, I want to say old, in the sense that it's been here forever. Iconic. How is the stay? I've heard things, but I've never stayed. I've only attended a wedding. I have opinions about that, but you know, to each their own. Here is a monument. That's pretty new. Oh wow. Didn't know there's a passage there. So actually it's the first time I've come this close to it. These guys are everywhere. And here is where I got married. This is the Museum of Contemporary Art in Banja Luka. And I got married here. It's not open, but there's an exhibition tomorrow, so they're installing it. It seems very interesting, and I have a really close friend from France, so why not? I'm gonna tell her to come. This used to be a railway station. This is the year number 5 going into 6 that I live here. This is not politically related at all, but the change I've seen in this city in the past 5 years, there are some negative aspects for sure, but every time there's a sunny day, of course, and I go out and explore, there is something new. And also I appreciate how beautiful it is, guys. This is the city center, okay? I know Banja Luka is big, there are neighborhoods, there's still work to be done in the suburbs. If I'm a tourist, right, and I come here, I explore the city very easily because it's super walkable, like everyone is walking. I wish more people would use bikes, but hey, people are walking and I love that. And you can skip kind of the roads or the traffic because there's a lot of sneaky spots where you can just walk around. So this is kind of what I'm trying to do in this video, do the walking tour that you can do in half a day or a day. And then you can spend one day here in Banja Luka doing that, and then the other days doing things outside of the city, like rafting or going to Vrbas na Vrbasu, or going to Jaice for the day, or even going a bit farther to Una National Park. There's a lot to do, really, guys. I know there's not a lot of information, so here we are. Okay, you were not gonna tell me about this? I'm going to leave you with a whole walking map thing in the description, so you can download it on your Google Maps and you can do all these walkings on your own and see the spots. I'm going to share with you where you will probably arrive if you're coming from the airport. So the airport is not really in the city, it's about, la verdad, it's about half an hour away. If you're taking a flight, there's always a bus coming into the city, and if you have to take the flight from Banja Luka, there's always a bus here, I want to say 2 hours before departure. All that info I'm going to leave it below. So let's see where the bus drops you and where you should take the bus to go to the airport. I think this is a very good piece of information, because if you're coming with a car, do not go into the city. There's this huge parking lot here. There are 2 entrances, one there and one here. Just park the car here, guys. Or in another parking lot behind where I'm going to show you in the Tržnica, which is the market, the vegetable and fruits. So that's the old railway station, now contemporary museum from the back. It's pretty big. And here's where the bus is gonna drop you off or pick you up to go to the airport. This is what it's known as the old bus station of Banja Luka. And it's right here in the corner with Petar Kočić Park, which is a very known reference point. There is also a very convenient bus stop right there that connects with all the buses around the city. And on this side of the city, you will find a nice restaurant called Gotiva. I don't feel like we walked much just yet. This is the park, Petar Kočić. Lots of events here. This is where they have the Christmas market during winter. And yeah, it's, I guess, also another meeting point. There's a coffee shop. Also a nice place if you are a family and you want your kids to run around. There's a coffee shop there. This is all Christmas market in winter. That's the notorious Boska, also a meeting point. And that's where the Gospodska Street kind of ends up, yeah? Remember I showed it to you from the other side where the church is? A couple of years ago, if not last year, they set up these little stands. So very often there's like markets with handmade stuff and local artisans. This is the the busy city center of Banja Luka. Look at that. Boska doesn't have like interesting things, but it's convenient. It has like convenience stores that if you need something quickly, and there is a toilet in there. So if you're ever caught walking around here, yeah, lots of people go there for free to use the toilet. And this is the main avenue, I would say. If you go all the way down there, it's such a nice street to go for a walk, and you will see there's also the bike lane, and you will end up at Mladen Stojanovic Park, which is the biggest park here in Banja Luka. And at the very end there is a roundabout, and you will turn right, which will take you Banja Luka's main bus station. And it's quite a walk from here, but taxis are not that expensive. If you're not from here, please don't be surprised by all these beautiful betting houses. If you think there's a gambling issue here, yes, there is, absolutely. Flower shops everywhere. And I don't know why, I love this roundabout. Let's go down here. I will show you the beautiful Tržnica Market. Great restaurant. So here we're gonna come up to that other parking lot that I recommended. You will find everything here, everything you're looking for in life. I always have to come with Jovan. I can't bargain in the local language yet. We have fresh fruits and vegetables. There's also seafood, meat, everything. Dairy, and there's also the huge market with all these goodies. If you go up there is Boska, where we just came around. And if we go this way, when it's like a festivity, like Christmas, Easter, it's so nice to see the vibe here of people buying things. Here's that huge parking lot. So I suggest this one or the big one I mentioned over there. Here we have the Castell, which we're gonna go to, but if we cross through this new roundabout square thing, it's probably over a year. It's also such a nice view of the busy city that Banja Luka is. It's crazy busy. I do come here with Vera, with a coffee. I don't like when there's a lot of cars around. Sometimes it's pretty quiet, but it's a nice stopping point to chill. Let's go there. In case you don't know, there's a really good Mexican place. Cool hip bar there with nice live music on summer days called Eclectic. And just in front is the beautiful Ferhadia Mosque. It's really worth visiting, please, but make sure you come before 11 in the morning. The entrance is free, but you need to, maybe you're doing this walking thing in the morning, which I suggest as well. Make sure you come here before 11. This is where good pita you will find. Pita is porzac. One place, and then there's another one here. It's a very typical dish here, but there are certain places that make it perfectly, and these two are it. Here's the other one. Now the tricky part is that they make the fresh one around 6 p.m. So yeah, take that information and do what you want with it. That one That one makes mushroom pita, which is really worth trying. Small street that is gonna take us back. Here there's also a secret parking, free, it's not paid. But if you find a spot, good for you. It's just this street is one way, so be careful. And now we come to one of the entrances to the Castell. But let's go to the pedestrian crossing, please. Now pay attention here, which is crossed. There is a bridge there that I'm going to show you now. But we're going to take this way. I will tell you why now. So we're going to go through this entrance. Remember where we are, yeah? Market there, church there, mosque there. Let's go through here. It's the oldest monument that Banja Luka has. And of course, the largest fortress. How cool. Can you hear? That's the call to prayer. When you enter, you will see that nice stairs. It's a wonderful view. But it's undergoing renovation, so hopefully by the time you guys come, that's gonna be ready. It's the entrance, and here you will see there's a very nice restaurant here. That's the outside of it. It's called Kazamat. Food is great, and the vibe just to be sitting at the oldest, largest fortress here. That's a vibe as well. They also do really cool events here, like concerts. And this also I love to come with Vera. You know, maybe you do a little picnic because it's a huge place for her to run around. There are no cars. Yeah, look at that. The restaurant is just there. And this is the fortress, amigos. Are you joking me? And when I moved here, and this was one of the things that amazed me the most. Like, I live in a city with a fortress, this huge, this old, this well maintained. And the entrance, there's no entrance. It's free. You can go up those walls and the river is just behind, and sure, it's a nice view. This is what I wanted to show you, where we're gonna take a nice walk along. So we're gonna come out through the other entrance. The market is there, and we're gonna turn right. This is a nice walking trail thing that goes through the back of the Castell, and I love it. On the other side of the river, it's also a whole world to show you. Actually, that's where we live. And maybe I can make a video about that, because that's really where I guess the suburbs start. Although it's buildings and buildings. So there you have Maidan and Starčevica and other cool neighborhoods. Because I think it would be also very cool for those looking where to stay in Banja Luka, whether you're coming on holidays or if you are going to live here. It would be cool for you to know what you have around that area. It's so nice. The very first time I came here in 2020 or even in 2021, they didn't have this. Svaka čast. All right. With you, my friends, the Vrbas. So peaceful. So we live that way. Every time we go for a walk, we are crossing that path. that place, I don't know if you can see people sitting over there. That's a pizza place, El Gato. Really good pizza and a nice spot it's a nice spot to eat, to have coffee, to have drinks, because you get the sunset light with the view of the Castell, it's really nice to go take a break there. And also, let's get closer so I can show you. Let's go here, have a sit and chat. Lots of elderly hang out here and they fish. So remember when we enter the Castell, I told you to remember that bridge. We're gonna come out to that bridge and cross so that we can continue walking along the Vrbas. Another great spot with great food is Hotel Vrbas, right there. It has a really beautiful view of the Castell as well, also for drinks and food. The food, I'll put my hands on fire, the food there is incredible, especially the Karađorđeva. But any traditional meal that you have there is great. And if you are feeling like ćevapi, of course, you're in Banja Luka. There is also Kod Muje there, which if you come at the right time, you will get a nice view as well. Here is Kazamat. Remember that restaurant? You will find here, and also it's a thing in Serbia. Well, I think in the Balkans, yeah. You have those things called Splav. They are like boats or like floating restaurants. We only have 2 in Banja Luka for now, but I'm happy that we do. And also food is great, and they tend to, go into party mode over the weekends. There you go. It's called Banja Lučki Splav, of course. And here we're gonna come out to that road. We're gonna cross the street and cross the bridge. I'm trying to work out how long we've been walking. So I sent a message to my friend when I started my walk around 2:20, 2:30. Right now it's 3:45, so that's not long, right? I think now the longest part is gonna start, but this is definitely optional because you can just do this for now and then you see if that other part you want to do it walking as well, which I recommend because it's lovely. Please make use of your pedestrian crossing. Some people can be a bit cuckoo to drive, so don't be cuckoo to cross the street, please. Look at that. That's hedonist. I love that Splav. It's a bit more modern. The food is also great. Just like imagine sitting there, soaking up the sun, drinking what you want to drink. We're gonna go down this way, but I have to tell you something important. This place, I would say my top 3 ćevapis. Biljana, don't forget. And now let's start down the path of the dearest places in my heart. I love this walking path that they built. And it's meant to be going all the way to Srpske Toplice, which are the, how do you call this? The hot springs. So let's see if we can make it today. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit tired. But let's see how far we can go. All the places I've been showing you so far and what I'm gonna show you are highlighted in the guide that we have for families traveling to Bosnia and Herzegovina. So it's good that now I get to show you what they really look like. People come here to hang out. There's a cafe here, Cafe 21. Get some sun, chill. It's a nice vibe. This place is great. I love it. Hey, girls chilling. I think they open here over the weekends, not now, but it's nice. This area is so good as well. It's very large with playgrounds and coffee spots. There's one called River and it has an igraonica, like a playground inside, but you can smoke inside, so not cool. It's nice that they have a outdoor area. I think we can take a break. Let's take a break. I packed some snacks. I charged my computer. I'm gonna do some work and take a break. I have a really good prepaid plan on my phone, so the internet is great. I have like 64 GBs and I can work from here. Give me half an hour and we'll continue. So there are four main bridges around the city. This is called the Green Bridge. And this path is meant to take us all the way to the hot springs, but it's quite a walk. So be ready. And we're gonna see how many steps we did all the way here from the city center. The good thing is that there is a bus. So we're going parallel to the main road that later comes out to the road that goes to Jajce and Sarajevo. So on that main road, you're gonna see a bus. If you're ever tired, you can just go and take the bus. During warmer months, there are competitions of kayaking and canoeing, and it's pretty cool to watch. I actually got a message of wind warning for tomorrow early morning. That's why today I want to be out all day and enjoy the sun, because I think until the end of the month it's gonna be not so pleasant. I don't know how well you can hear me now because it is pretty windy at the moment. There's lots of people fishing. I don't know. So now we're gonna come to the first main stairs you're gonna see. There's a nice coffee place there to take a break, to have a nice view of the river. And then we're gonna go up these stairs so I can show you the way towards Banja Luka, which is a hill or mountain, a viewpoint. It's really nice up there. So here it is. We're gonna go up. And over the weekends, you can go up with a bus. The bus stop is just a few meters away from here, or the brave ones can go up walking, and it's not really a tough walk at all. It's actually really nice, and the view up there is lovely. So that's the street to go up Banja Luka. There's a coffee shop called Una there, and here's the other place I was telling you that has a nice view. You're gonna want to turn there and you go up to Banja Luka, which is there. There's a nice monument as well. We're gonna come to another set of stairs to go back down, but let me do this small bit walking from up here so you can see what it looks like. sun is going down. It's getting a bit chilly. It's gonna be time to take out my jacket. And I hope my family comes to pick me up because I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole thing back. Just ran into some friends and they said that wind warning that we got might actually be snow. Another cool beach area. But I don't think we can make it to the hot springs. Amigos. Oh my bed. There's a spot for drinks here, but I have no idea of the timings. I think it's just luck. So it's not impossible to go all the way to the hot springs. It's just there, but we have to go get my ride. Thank you for walking all the way with me. It's exactly 5:30 and I took a half an hour break. So yeah, considering I started 3 hours ago, you can see that it's pretty walkable. It's not crazy far or tiring. There are many spots to take a break. And I think it's a nice way to explore the city. Let me know if you like this video. Stick around with us. And we're gonna do, I guess, part 2, part 3, part 4. And go and visit other places in Banja Luka and around. Ciao amigos!